Hey, I'm Steven Zarita with Texas Student TV, and in honor of the UT Tower's 75th birthday, we're going to release some footage that we filmed a while back when we climbed up to the very top of the tower to increase the power of our digital transmitter. So if you didn't get a chance to see all the architecture plans for the tower back in the day, we got to see it back in summer, and now you get to see it here on TSTV. We're going to start over here. They have some paintings of proposed designs for the tower. We're going to start at the very end and work our way forward. So here we have just one design. This is pretty close to what the final tower looked like. There's no clock, you'll notice on this one, but a lot of bells. That's probably the right, I didn't exactly count how many bells are up at the top, but this is pretty close to what it looks like. So other than the clock, that's really the only change. This is pretty close to what we have now. So this one is almost like the first one. We've got the skinny tower we're used to, just the kind of shape that you now see on water bottles all across campus. This still a little skinny, but pretty close. And the only difference is that there's one bell here, and again, I don't know how many bells are up there, but enough to play songs on if you're one of the Carolinas. But yeah, so this is pretty close to what the final design is. Here we have a really weird design for the tower. Now, they were planning on putting a caution do not enter sign, but as you can imagine, that didn't go well with prospective students looking for colleges and high school. It's kind of off-putting and very unwelcoming. So they quickly changed designs over here. They got this little fatter design, which is kind of weird because the tower's used to being very skinny, but this is kind of fatter, shorter tower. 25th tier floor is where about we would be, whereas the actual tower is 32 stories once you get up around this level here. So this is a lot shorter. We have some cool shots, some photographs, some stills from up at the tower. Perspective of future development. So this is a painting from 1933 of what the university was planning to look like. And what's interesting is if you go here now, you can see a lot of the same landmarks, the tower as we know it today. We have Gregory over here. No Jester yet. No Com Plaza either. So if you go to the RTF school, or more importantly, if you go to Texas Student Television, that would be right about here. But that hasn't been built yet. So here we have Dean Keaton. And here we have Guadalupe. So if you were to look for Texas Student Television, we were on Dean Keaton and Guadalupe, right around here. Right around here. But yeah, you know, other stuff. We have the stadium still. I don't know if it's the same stadium that we have now because it's not as furnished. It doesn't have a big Jumbotron plasma screen. But yeah, West Campus seems to be a lot more tame in the 1930s. Not as many crazy frat parties as there are now. But yeah, that's UT. And then we have what's this area of Austin? I don't know. It's just trees. No I-35 really, just trees. Interesting. Oh, fun fact. This is the Hogg Auditorium right here. And the fun fact that I'm getting at is Hogg Auditorium is where TSTV used to be. So this is where the Union is, or will be. I'm not sure if this is the same building. I forget when it was built. But Hogg Auditorium, we used to be in the basement. So if you were to walk down this alleyway right here, there's a small door, and that's where you used to go to get to Texas Student Television. But that was like 10, 15 years ago. Long time ago. I think 10 years ago. Don't quote me on it. And there's a glass thing above you, too.
This is Jason Lemon with TSTV. I'm sitting here in the inner workings of the top of the UT Tower. If you look to my right over here, there's a little room which we can't get into, but it houses all the gears for all 4 clock faces. This is where they go and set the time, and it runs all of them simultaneously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.